Alright, hello everybody. I think this is live and we're good to go. Sim Update 3's beta is here. We don't have the changelog just yet. It should be coming out here very shortly. It is a 3.6 gigabyte update. And once that changelog does post, we should have something in the sim as well. But, man, I'm excited. Let's see what's going on. We had Sim Update 2's full release for about 24 hours now, and now we're leaving it. But very excited to see what's going on here. And yeah, we'll just dive on in and hopefully have some fun. Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic Friday. It's going to be a great weekend, and yeah, so we'll see. Because yeah, I'm still waiting to see the changelog. They haven't posted it just yet. But I did realize that the update was already pushed, so we'll just read whatever the changelog is in the sim itself. By the way, I realized the stream yesterday didn't have... Oh, here we go. Hang on. There it is. The release notes are here. Oh, crap. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, hang on. I need to get this opened up here. We have it. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't want that. I'm just trying to get to the... No. Please. There we go. That's what I'm trying to get to. Goodness gracious. Alright, so let me turn down the audio here. We don't need that right now. Oh. Here we go. 1.5.1.0. So let's see here. Will joining Sim Update 3 beta and future Sim Update betas impact my progress in career mode on the live build? No. Career mode progress is locked to the live build. No career progress made in the flighting build. Okay, so it's just like the last beta. So if you're wanting to join, you're not going to be on your regular profile. So just keep that in mind. New content and features, added filters and control settings, added loading spinner when aircraft are loading, and do not display helipad port markers when flying a plane. Nice, I like that. Stability and performance, fixed an Xbox crash on boot when too many packages are loaded. Fixed crash occurring sometimes on Xbox during boot if application is suspended. Optimized boot and loading times. Reduced VRAM consumption used by company name textures. Fixed a potential crash. Optimize cabin services loading to not open on the same save file. By the way, let me do this. Fixed an issue where the map filter buttons were unresponsive. Fixed an issue where it was impossible to select a custom departure in World Photographer mode. Fixed an issue where the live traffic or multiplayer traffic could have the wrong icon on the world map. Fixed crash when updating player input profile. Vehicle parking spots cannot be selected on the world map anymore. Fix an issue where language list pop-up could fail to properly display the language options. Modified fuel gauge so the cursor becomes bigger while hovering and dragging. Resolved moonlight atmosphere scattering caused by incorrect moon direction. Resolved the low resolution quality of textures projected by lights. Fixed ambulance lights spawning while the model is not visible in medic missions. Fixed an issue where resizing the window would break some lists. Reduced occurrence of fireflies through clouds and clouds around trees, and a line leak above the mountains. Resolve visibility issues the text decals caused by blue highlights. Fixed Jack of all trades achievement. Fixed an issue where the ATC text section had the wrong scroll position after a certain threshold number of messages. Fixed an issue where some replies of ATC could be corrupted or invisible. Fixed cockpit environment FX occluder. It now applies a softer effect and currently accounts for particle width. Atmosphere is now properly applied to FX particle systems. Fixed an issue where the language change pop-up could not work as intended. Fixed an issue where the fixed an issue where the ATIS would not appear in the ATC window. Fixed an issue where the first message sent using the group chat was not displaying a notification. Fixed city markers not visible in free flight mode. Fixed crash when detecting invalid token in scenery XMLs. Fixed possible crash when applying or deleting a control preset. Fixed tracking of foot distance achievement. Fixed an issue where the aircraft part condition could linger on the screen after a player entered a vehicle. Fixed update material animation interpolation. Fixed a bug preventing the player from entering the customize identity screen just after leaving it. Install performance and graphics. Exposure bias parameter is now available on Xbox. Frame rate limiter has been renamed to VSync interval with an updated description that better clarifies its purpose. The ability to cap frame rate via a new setting in the option menu. Backwards compatibility fixes. Fixed FX's brightness. Fixed loading of bitmaps around 2020 packages that haven't been properly compiled through the package builder when those packages are installed in the community folder. Aircraft added aerodynamic interaction between tornado and aircraft. Fixed pilot visible in cabin when outside his avatar with 2020 aircraft. Fixed an issue where product capacity specification would be displayed 0 pounds in the selector. Added a freelance tag in the livery. Intensity of roof lights increased on AT-802. Intensity of landing and taxi lights increased on the 737. Intensity of spotlights and strobe lights increased on the 172. Intensity of spotlights bounces increased on the C208B, Cabri G2, DA62, and the H125. Introduced new rendering system for aircraft flares. Added support for multiple ball indicators using improved physics. Aircraft configurator camera position has been tweaked to let the whole aircraft, and especially the nose, to be in the windows. Aircraft configurator camera is not impacted anymore by very big bounding spheres, and fixed red G effect. The AT-802 fixed flickering liquid tank in cockpit, fixed flickering decal hatch tank exterior, fixed model rivet hatch tank exterior, cockpit lights intensity increased, fixed roof light cockpit emissive mesh, improved the lights position to adjust them with new flares, fixed spotlight rotation, fixed emissive mesh of spotlight. The 125 cockpit lights intensity increased. The Skyship emissive intensity of panels decals increased at daylight, and fixed the KWX-56 radar not being turned off with the mode knob set to off. 737 emissive intensity of panels decals increased at daylight, added livery private static 1 and 2, and private freelance 1. Modified taxi lights angle of rotation to reduce it. FMS flight path calculation now supports flyover fixes. Added realistic spool-up times when setting takeoff thrust. Boeing F-18 emissive intensity of panel decals increased in daylight. Fixed some tooltip issues. Fixed icing LODs. Added navigation lights with flares effect, and modified lights placement to adjust flares position. The Skyhawk fixed altimeter 2 strip numbers precision. Improved navigation lights no longer oriented to the ground. The ball indicator has new physics. Corrected fuselage to get the right amount of drag and side slip. That fixes the required bank angle to compensate the yaw. 172 G1000 emissive intensity has been increased at daylight. Fixed adaptivity text colors of liveries flight seeing 7, 8, 9, and 10. The Grand Caravan decals on panel can now be visible at daylight. Skydive variation, fixed mirrored livery decal, fixed LOD switching to noticeable. Freelance liveries, fixed company logos, defaulting to blank discs. Skydive door no longer opens when using the Skydive light switch. Added manual interaction to open the Skydive door. Skydive freelance livery fixed over tail part, fuselage, and rear right door. Fixed Skydiver seatbelts clipping outside the aircraft. Fixed sun visors flickering when looked at from outside the plane. Hang on, just want to change something. There we go. Light positions adjusted for flares plus navigation lights no longer oriented to ground. Fix bad clue on preliminary checklist. The X-Cub emissive intensity of panels decals increased and fixed liveries. The CL415 emissive intensity increased at daylight. Fixed inverted ADF bearing arrows, navigation white added on tail plus navigation lights, no longer oriented to ground. Fixed co-pilot or cockpit LOD issue while using cockpit camera into cabin. Fixed aircraft disappears at short distance. Fixed floating part when opening the front door. And fixed floating object appear when interacting with static pressure source switch. We got some more stuff for the gliders again. The DA62, same stuff. Adaptive logo, tail disappearing too soon's been fixed. And then more light stuff fixed on there. The extras got some window interior flickering fixed, corrected the maximum lift and stall angle of attack, sorry. The Cabri G2, some more visual fixes, updated all livery palettes. The ES30 fixed gap in cabin, emissive intensity of panels, increased at daylight, fixed rear navigation light position, deleted speed hold useless button, fixed emergency door visual issue, made aircraft compliant with ferry flight activity. Oh, so we can... Okay. Well, again, I'm not going to be too excited. We were reading stuff in the changelog yesterday that wasn't in the sim, so we'll see. Made aircraft... added missing checkpoints for gust lock control. Lights moved to adjust flares position plus emissive meshes for landing lights added, plus duplicates of landing lights fixed, plus new navigation lights added to add flares effect on all bulbs. Fixed adaptive livery color, fixed tail white square logo in career. And then hot air balloon got some fixes. Again, nothing for the H225. I hope Height Performance Group gets dropped from that program. I mean, they have done nothing with that helicopter. It's such a shame because it's a cool helicopter, but they don't seem to be worried about fixing it. Alright, Aircraft Core Systems add a new version of the fuel system to fix an issue causing some setups to potentially cause freezes. And then again, we're going to kind of just go through here a little bit on the glass cockpits. But we have some more improved, looks like improved autopilot glide slope tracking stability when the airplane is close to the runway threshold, and FMS flight path calculation now supports flyover fixes, are on pretty much all of these different setups here. So we'll just kind of scrub through here a little bit and go from that. But I was going to say, I realized the stream yesterday I didn't have VSync on, so there was screen tearing on the stream side of things. I'll make sure to have that changed up here. But there we go. If you want to pause it, you can. This is all just about the avionics systems here. Some more dev stuff regarding physics. Integrated full inertia tensor support MOI recalculation fix for weight changes and rotational dynamics fix into the C-172 and the Extra 330. Alright. Off to the flight system. Flight planning. Fixed in-route waypoints addition discarded when changing aircraft or departure arrival. Fixed in-route waypoints addition not updating the departure arrival procedure. Added various warning error messages to the console about detected issues in flight performance.cfg files. EFB. Added a tooltip on homepage to inform user when an app is not compatible with the currently selected aircraft. In the aircraft app, fixed aircraft cruise speed being randomly wrong. Environment page facilities and runway are now linked to the ATC flight plan. Fix some grammatical errors in the notification menu. Improve the passenger boarding UX depending on the game mode and flight phases. Fixed an issue where irrelevant or unresponsive options appeared in the map contextual menu. Fixed an issue where the map contextual menu would appear outside the viewport. Fixed an issue where procedures previews were overly zoomed in, causing legs to appear cropped. Fixed incorrect ownership projection on charts for close to border geopoints by correcting orientation rotation logic. Fixed an issue where the air pressure would not show if the METAR has the pressure in INHG. Goodness gracious. Fixed an issue where airways with one letter and 4 digits were not recognized. Fixed an issue where a single en-route waypoint was not visible when the rest of the flight plan was empty. Fixed an issue where removing the origin airport did not clear the runway from the departure procedure. Fixed an issue where add waypoint buttons were unresponsive during an active waypoint search. Fixed auto routing generating IFR procedures when VFR route type is selected. Adjusted spacing and button sizes of the route page layout. Fixed arrivals filtering to show only those without runway transitions or with at least one transition compatible with the selected runway. Fixed the procedure selection window layout styling. Fixed an issue where the incorrect runway transition was selected in certain conditions when a procedure was selected. Fixed an issue where the payload and fuel page load button was disabled too early in flight. Fixed incorrect ETE calculations. Procedure names are now sorted in alphabetical order. Improved process of adding a waypoint to the flight plan from the map contextual menu. Disabled georeferencing for FAA charts due to unreliable metadata. Navlog distance column will now show a decimal place for single-digit values. Changed styling of performance warning to be more clear. Send button is now disabled when the route is empty to prevent sending an empty route to the sim. Updated the map toolbar to change the tablet orientation directly on icon click. Reorganized the layout of map overlay components. Chart preview now opens when clicking on the chart name instead of requiring the right side button. Moved airport ident in the clipped charts page to the left, and clicking it now opens the facility info page. Added always visible stopwatch to the map with new controls for start, stop, and reset. Added a private option to the airline list. Added an advisory pop-up when sending a route with VFR procedures to avionics. Added persistent saving of custom basic performance input in the performance pop-up per aircraft. Added support for coordinates where the latitude and longitude are separated by a slash, example the 5500N, or north, and 04000 west. I thought this was a GPS, or never mind. Added transition information to the procedure section summary on the route page. Aircraft tech, input, fixed sim connect underscore in whatever input. Oh, this is all dev stuff. We're going to move on from that. Model behavior, add a new model behavior parameter that can be used to prioritize V-cockpit interaction over a mouse. It is meant to be used as to create a backdrop to glass cockpits to prevent interaction with other mouse located behind them. So that's all like dev stuff. We're going to kind of skip through that. All right, ATC. By the way, let me make sure everything's good here. I didn't even look at my chat. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Oh, all right, here we go. ATC. Fixed IFR clearance requests to be allowed while not on flight following. Fix the text-to-speech pronunciation of Asiana and Lauda airlines. Improved handling of takeoff without acknowledging the takeoff clearance. The clearance will now be canceled, and the user can continue VFR or request a new IFR clearance. Improved estimation of descent point for IFR flights. Remove the legacy request IFR clearance for instrument FP and replaced it with request IFR clearance using the EFB filed plan. Added and improved post-processing of radio effects on ATC communications. Added support for stars and descent via a star for larger aircraft. Removed the feet suffix from spoken altitudes. Fixed Class B and C airspace VFR transitions, and improved the algorithm for selecting arrival procedures, stars, approaches, and transitions. External HUD changed GPS altitude tile title from ground altitude to above ground. Some more passive aircraft fixes for... Oh, we saw that. We saw the front landing gear animation broke on the A320 yesterday. So that's done. Very nice. Fixed front landing gear animation for the E195. The C210 family fixed registration numbers displayed in light gray to bright overall default white. Fixed registration number not appearing for generic aircraft. Fixed the wingspan on all passive aircraft. Fixed the parking type on all passive aircraft. Removed LOD4 animations and removed VFX behaviors for passive aircraft in the D17, C90, C185, 188, 195, 207, 400, 404, and 408. Added registration numbers for the B757 and the E-Jet 170 passive aircraft families. Removed generic passive aircraft from the game and fixed wrong ICAO for A319 United Airlines. Some visual improvements for a bunch of different vehicles. Fixed LODs for some of them as well. Improved visual for Fuel Truck Long and Fuel Truck Long 2. Added new taxi livery on SUV North Am. And we got a bunch of different LODs on motorbikes and LODs on all of those as well. Career. Added incompatible aircraft to select aircraft screen and missions with warning to indicate why they are incompatible. Fixed aircraft moving during RTC. Fixed flow for aircraft without parking brakes. Disabled the option to skip the cruise in missions when the aircraft is damaged or does not have enough fuel. Added tag and briefing to better differentiate between freelance and employee missions. Modified world map missions filter. Aircraft now disable aircraft not compatible with the filtered specializations. Added shortcut to next button in career aircraft purchase flow. Added the ability to see details of locked certifications. Reworked the onboarding for freelance mode. Fixed aircraft scroll and specialization screen acting weird when selecting a new specialization after going to the end of the scroll. Modified back shortcut text when entering specialization aircraft list to match actual behavior. Added a confirmation pop-up when changing insurance. Added pop-up when player does not have enough credits to pay access to a certification. Fixed clearance for taxi to gate infringed before reaching the hold short. Fixed an issue where fuel was not properly removed when skipping phases. Fixed electric engine flow for career missions and certifications. Fixed day-night icons in career briefing never changing when departure or arrival time are at night. Added a pop-up to inform player that airports have been deleted. Replaced temperature data by wind data in mission briefing. Added a pop-up when the current mission has expired. And added a pop-up to introduce the concept of special missions. General bug fixes. Fix the back button on several screens leading to the wrong screen. By the way, what am I... Okay, hang on, let me see here. Let's see here. Rough landings, hello, Kappa, shredding, box, Ben, Trevis. Very nice. And can you do some review of the planner companion if you ever use... Oh, we've done stuff over the companion. We've done stuff over that flight planner. But anyways, back to this here. Fixed estimated maintenance costs not appearing when buying used aircraft. And yes, Kappa, I did see that you're able to download stuff. I haven't looked into it just yet, but I'm excited to dive into it. Fixed career service error occurring when opening the virtual keyboard. Added an input to skip RTCs and missions. Fixed reroute flight plan persisting through restart. Fixed D-pad navigation not able to reach all the sort function in fleet overview company menu. Removed missions starting on water runways or helipads with an incompatible aircraft. Nice. Added custom title to aircraft store delivery page. Modified wording of crew availability on aircraft to toggle passive income. Fixed briefing clouds toggle not working when entering a certification for the first time in the session. Fixed flickering on the card used for introducing features. Fixed avatar standing when entering the certification tree. Fixed fuel levels changing when launching a mission with some aircraft. Fixed wrong aircraft livery used in freelancer mode. Fixed aircraft to check up grounded aircraft and aircraft in use displaying the wrong value in company fleet page. Fixed duration unit of measurement disappearing on certification screen after entering the briefing and going back. Fixed aircraft thumbnail missing in some career screens, and fixed dialogue playing twice at end of the missions. Free flight changed the back on track behavior during all ground phases to spawn on ground instead of the air. Fixed the tow plane spawning at the wrong position when launching a flight with a glider on a runway. Missions. Fixed move around step validation issues with VR controls. Fixed regression on reward screen for legacy missions, plugged back the reward screen image. Adapted activities RTCs for VR point of view. Fixed black screen when crashing with no fuel and freelance career activities. Aerial construction added an exclusion area to remove other power lines around drop zone. Agricultural aviation added weather dialogues in agricultural aviation, and added failure condition when moving too far from the field during the spraying objective. First flight added flight seeing area on EFB. Search and rescue moved RTC to beginning of the mission, and fixed retrieval RTC focused on avatar instead of aircraft. Search and rescue hoist added dialogue when going out of the hoist area. Search and rescue rotorcraft, just regular. Remove the target retrieval cinematic. Yay! Thank goodness. Awesome. So now you don't have to worry about your helicopter sliding or anything. You'll actually be able to do those cool, like, slope rescues and not... Oh, that's awesome. That makes me happy to see that's gone. Certifications changed path proximity system to be dynamic. Balanced max score of each mission performance. Added drop precision for hook endorsement. CPL fixed maintain altitude step displayed before linked climb to altitude. World fixed some areas with no vegetation. And airports, deleted some airports according to this thread. There's now a airport helipad issue tracker. Pretty nice. Deleted PHNP and NPS airports from the game as they are closed. Fixed no aprons at SJHK Airport. Improved passenger movement for boarding. Added a new node at the end of the boarding ramp to TP passenger when they are in the aircraft. And looks like a bunch of developer stuff. Fixed passengers flickering when need to stop because too close to another passenger. And so forth. We'll kind of scrub through this. If you want to pause it, you can. Some more improvements at specific airports. Fauna fixed issues with bounding boxes and animations on fauna models. Vegetations fixed trees were some missing in large parts of Amazonia. Traffic, air traffic, fixed live traffic flights without gate information spawning on unsuitable parking spots. Adjusted traffic landing AI to not overshoot taxi exit. Adjusted taxi AI braking logic to prevent airplanes running into others from behind. Adjusted taxi speeds of ground aircraft to ensure better traffic flow. Prevent ground traffic getting stuck with brakes on, therefore not being able to taxi anymore. Better compatibility with 2020 passive aircraft packages. Optimize performance of live traffic model matching. Force live traffic model matching to only use models optimized for AI traffic. Improved live traffic model matching to do the matching on a specific rule set. Airline plus plane type is greater than airline plus fallback plane type greater than airline plus plane series. Oh, I guess it's more not greater than, but going to house limit. Just all right, there's that. Added fallback mechanism when there is no traffic model available for a given plane type, which will choose alternative models for a similar type. Some more road traffic LOD improvements and glass fixes on vehicles you'll see on the ground. Marketplace fixed an issue where the number of items in upgrades notifications would be incorrect. Fixed free upgrade notification being thrown too much during a single session. Added an airplane weight filter in the aircraft top category. Added a motorization filter in the aircraft top category. My Library changed recommended sorting to sort marketplace content by acquisition date. Multiplayer added replication of several sim VARs related to plane dirtiness. Virtual reality fixed right VR controller's joystick trackpad not scrolling in world map text box drop down list. Improved behavior of vertical wheels, elevator trim, autopilot, vertical speed wheels in VR. Prevent vibrations in Ray from occurring while dragging another interaction. Fixed broken state after completing the first flight in the career. Fixed conflict between rudder and panel zoom scroll. And secondary territory interaction can now be bound and used in VR controls. Controls added a confirmation pop-up when the preset apply to all button is clicked. Merged the apply to all and set as default preset settings button. Fixed a crash caused by disconnecting in the current device on the tweak curve screen. Added a timer when rebinding an input so that you still have time to bind when the UI focus leaves the current line. Peripherals allowed devices to be renamed disabled and reworked some peripheral default profiles. Fixed missing shortcut on keyboard to open close items in My Library page. And fixed inverted access on some peripherals default profiles. Activities, fixed target runway on 2020 landing challenges. We got some training stuff. Added missing notifications of when helicopters partly or fully under AI control. Fixed an issue in VR where the instructor's avatar wasn't shown in helicopter. Fixed pilot's outfit in F-18 training. Improved helicopter cyclic training by returning cyclic assist if a player can't handle no assist flight yet. Fixed some hovering steps not being validated when player was hovering very low in a few helicopter trainings. Fixed textural error in helicopter confined area training, right downwind leg instead of left. Added red indication for the failed steps that could be skipped in the helicopter trainings. Challenge series added information pop-ups when the player changes between leagues. Character assist, or assets and animations. Character not teleported on a node when the node isn't found but stay visible is now hidden if they can't be teleported. Player character disabled auto crouch when in VR for the avatar. And then we got some dev mode stuff that I'll just kind of scrub through again. because this is stuff that I'm not too familiar with, so I'm not going to bother trying to say it. But you can just see that really quick. You can pause it if you need to. I doubt any dev is watching this, but who knows, maybe so. So if you want to pause it, you can. I'm not going to read through it because, as I said, no idea what I'm talking about. But there's APIs, there's some tools, there's some 3ds Max in there, and Blender, and there we go. All right. Fantastic. Not a very... I mean, it's still a big changelog, don't get me wrong. It's great to see that, but at least it's not like yesterday. We've already installed the update, and the first thing I want to see is... I've been seeing people talking about downloadability. Oh. Oh! Oh, look at that! Yes! Oh, that's beautiful. We can download the planes, and what else can we download? Can we download everything? This is awesome. Air traffic AI. Yep, you can download that too. Beautiful. City update. Oh, look at this, everybody. I know people are going to be thrilled. Like, Sim Update 3 already shaping up to be the biggest thing just for the fact that you can download everything now. Look at this. Wow. I'm probably not going to do that now just because I don't want to sit here forever and download it. But, yep, you can download the planes now. You can download your scenery. All of that. Very nice. How cool is that? Wow. Very cool. I just wanted to look at that really quick because I know people have been wanting that forever. It doesn't look like anything regarding renting or gifting planes is here. Not surprising in a beta, but very, very awesome. I'm surprised the downloadability stuff isn't in the changelog, but that's cool. We'll definitely mess with that some more down the road here. Just want to see if there's anything changed in career mode. Yeah, James, it'll be just like it was in 2020, where if you don't want it downloaded on your hard drive anymore, you'll just go to where we were, and then just uninstall it, and then it'll just go back to being a streamed thing. So I should have probably restarted this, because we were talking about this yesterday. Anytime there's a new update, after you're in the sim, I would just restart it. Hey! Oh wow, it's the same. That's funny. It kept my beta money. So I don't think there's anything new here. I think this is all the same. But I'm less disappointed by that, just for the fact that a lot of you have been wanting downloadability, and now you finally have that. I want to look at it again, because that's a beautiful thing. Absolutely amazing. Because here, I'll show that since you brought this up. Hang on. I'll just show how easy it is to do that. And Xbox too, yes, it'll be the same thing for Xbox. You can download stuff there as well. Kappa Flyer brought that up already. But yeah, let me just showcase that. So let's just say we wanted to download the F-33A. You can now click it, and there's now a download button. 1.6 gigabytes, we'll download it. And then while it's doing that, we'll see what else is going on. I mean, we can get the city updates in here so we're not streaming it anymore. Oh, that's so nice. Because, I mean, I have the space to get some stuff in here, so if I don't have to have other things streaming on top of it... I mean, the biggest thing for me is just having the planes themselves installed. That way that's not having to be streamed either. Awesome. Well, the thing that'll be really beneficial, if you don't have great internet, this is going to help you out, because now your internet isn't having to stream the plane and everything else. Now you can have the plane, you can have city updates, world updates, all that stuff on your hard drive, so that is no longer going to be streamed into the game. Even the animals don't have to be streamed anymore. All of that. All the different handcrafted airports, which should help out with... I believe that'll help out with frame drops, because then now it's not streaming that data of that airport into your PC. It's just always there. So, I mean, there's just... Awesome. I'm so glad this is here. Oh, ready to install. Why does it say ready to install? What does that mean? Didn't I already do that? Or do I have to restart the sim in order for it to... Oh. And then... I wonder why this is acting a bit weird here, but we did install the other thing. State. Can I get like an install? Oh, there we go. Downloads. Ah, there we go. We just have to go over here. Perfect. Nice. And there we go. Look at that. The F-33A is no longer going to be streamed. It's just here. Oh my goodness. Man. Oh, here, you know what? Can we, like, quick do this? Oh, yeah, here we go. All the air traffic is 4 gigabytes. Let's have a fun time testing the installation process here. It won't take too long here. Oh, now all the... Oh, it's so... Oh... Even though I have gigabit speeds, it's just going to be nice not having to stream the air traffic, the AI, animals, airports, all that kind of stuff. Or the planes we're flying on our own. I don't think I've been happier to see something where you can install something, you know? I mean... Oh, wow. I think we're almost done here. Yep, 85%. Because, yeah, I'm interested to see what it's going to look like installation size-wise for the airports. We'll do that next. Install. Yes, there is. Well, you can... Here, hang on. We'll look at that here after this. But you can... When you're on that main page, there's this little box on the thumbnail before you click on it. And you can click all that and probably have it all set to install at the same time. I think this is probably going to be a lot of people's favorite update yet. I would not be surprised by that. Because actually, I do want to install most of this, because I want to see if there's a difference in performance and stuff like that. Because, I mean, we may as well see that since we're here and testing that all out. But I know people are going to be clicking on this stream and they're going to see installing items and they're going to be very happy. But, I mean, stuff like this should have been here since the beginning. I mean, we talked about that a lot. I mean, not everybody has gigabit speeds to handle all... I mean, it's crazy seeing everything that was streamed, because it was everything in the sim that you were looking at. Everything had to be streamed. And now you can actually put less pressure on your internet, because now it'll just be sitting there on your hard drive when it's trying to bring in AI traffic moving around, your airports you're landing at. Hopefully you'll have better performance now. You won't have those stutters going into these hand-drafted airports, since it's no longer going to be streamed in. We could install it. Oh, look at this. SU3 is already fantastic. But anyways, we were talking about this. So this is already what we just installed. Love it. So here is where you can just do it. You can get the challenges installed, city updates. Let's see. Oh, we're up to 218 gigabytes. We're not going to do everything here. We're going to just do the main stuff. But let's just see what it's like for everything. And of course, you don't have to install everything. You can just install the main things, like main areas you fly around, the main planes you use. So we're up to 310 gigabytes. Not surprising. I mean, this is what they were telling us. If you do install everything, it's going to get pretty hefty on the hard drive. Alright, so everything that's compatible, 430 gigabytes plus the, it should be about 434. Here, let me just add all this together. So yeah, 430 gigabytes if you install everything that's kind of there. There's some third-party stuff that I have as well. But yeah, there you go. You can install all of it now if you want. I'm not going to do that just yet. I'll probably do it down the road. But again, you can just pick and choose the stuff that you typically use. So like if you only fly in the US or something, you can install those. Or if you fly in Europe or fly a few planes that you really like, you can have those installed. Can I just... hang on. I don't want to have unselect all. Thank you. There we go. Oh, there's select all too. You don't have to... okay. So if you do everything, it's almost 500 gigabytes. Cool. And how much just for the base? So the base content is 217 gigabytes. For all of the animals, planes, and so forth. The discovery missions. All that. How would that perform on Xbox off of an external? I don't understand that stuff, but if it would work, that would be... I mean, it should work. Especially if you have the, like, the SSD thing, the little card expansion pack. That would probably be your best bet if you want the same kind of performance out of it. Because if you just use a regular USB external hard drive, I'm not sure how it would work. I mean, it should still be fine, but just keep that in mind. Well, cool. Let's go ahead and... where's my Colorado Springs Airport? There it is. Let me install that really quick. Because I want to just dive into the F-33A really quick with the pre-installed airport. And we'll just see how it does. Seeing a lot more small boats and yachts on lakes in free flight. Nice, Rip. Very nice. We'll be getting in here very shortly. Just wanted to kind of showcase how downloading stuff is possible now. I'm so happy about it. Just know you'll need about, what, 500 gigabytes of, if you want to have everything installed, from world updates to the planes and all that kind of stuff, so... And then also, let's get... well, I got City Update 10, right? I did. Very nice. And then, of course, we'll get... get World Update here. World Update here. And I think that was the only two for the US specifically. Oh, there's Las Vegas. Get that installed. Ooh, actually I do want to test out Las Vegas because I want to see if the sphere actually works correctly. Because when it's streamed, it's glitchy. So we'll test that out as well. Oh, nice. And it does download other stuff at the same time instead of being one at a time. So that's nice. We're not going to download everything. Don't worry, everybody. I'm not going to sit here and just be in this menu the whole time. We're just getting a few things here. Just to see what we can test with. And the other thing I want to test too is we'll dive into like Los Angeles Airport or something, see how it does streamed, and then we'll download it and hop back into it and see if there's a huge difference going on regarding that. But downloadability is here in Sim Update 3's beta for PC and, yes, on Xbox as well, which is really cool. So we'll just get these last few things installed here, and then we'll pop on into the sim. I don't think I missed anybody else here. And rough landings, yes, we're going to test that out too, because I'm really excited to see that stupid cutscene gone from this search and rescue missions. That's going to be so fun doing those really high sloped rescues now, because you don't have to worry about the helicopter freaking out. That update is not in Steam, not yet. Let me see. While we wait for this stuff to get installed here. Oh, that's so funny saying that. Oh my goodness. Awesome. There'll probably be another video specifically for this, because people need to know about it. I'm telling you that. Let me see if I can find some information. I mean, it'll probably be rolling out here shortly. I do want to clarify, if you haven't joined the beta before, there's going to be a different step for Xbox and Windows users, or Windows Store. So let me see if I can get some news on there. Because I might have skipped over it. Actually, no, they didn't say anything about it. So maybe not. But yeah, of course, then we'll see how the performance is and all that. But first, I want to just kind of get through this. Well, here, we're good. We got a few things ready to install, so... Oh, did it install? Wait, where did that go? Where did my airport go? Oh, it has... I don't know if I need the 20... Do I need... I don't know if I need that, do I? I don't know, just install it all. What could go wrong? But yeah, I didn't see anything about it. I'm sure it'll be here very shortly, though, on Steam as well. I'm seeing we need Seagate expansion card to install to an expansion slot, which can go up to 2 gigs extra. Or, I mean, yeah, 2 terabytes, I think is the highest one. But yeah, you definitely need that for sure. Because if you just have a regular USB one, it's not going to be the same at all. And those things have gotten cheaper than when they were originally released, so they're not as expensive. I mean, they're still pretty hefty, but that's definitely the way to go. And you don't lose any performance out of it, too, so highly recommend picking up one of those expansion cards. We're almost done with our installation going on here. We'll dive into the F-33A. We've already installed all the AI air traffic, so we're no longer streaming that. I can't get over that. Like, that's so weird to say in Flight Sim 2024 that we're not streaming things. I barely came here. What's one of the biggest changes in this update? Sorry if this is asked a lot. It's all good, Landing Channel. You can now download everything. The planes, airports, world updates, city updates. It's no longer something you'll all have to stream all the time if you don't want to. And this is for both Xbox and PC. And we're almost there. Speaking of which, we're actually getting some airports. Well, again, I already said that too. It's never mind. I'm not gonna. Never mind. Now it's gonna be like, oh, why is the installation so big? Anyways, I mean, I was already saying that anyways. I'm not downloading everything either. It's just. Anyways, I'm not gonna. Any new graphics options for Xbox? I highly doubt that. You're gonna just get what the sim is on Xbox. I highly doubt they'll be ever bringing anything specific. There were some new setting changes for PC. You can change up the interval for vertical VSync. Max frame rate you can change as well. And so forth. Oh, there's this again. I was wondering where it disappeared to. Please wait while your items are being installed. Perfect. And now everything US related is, I mean, there's still some airports I need to do, but I'm not going to be doing all of it at once. Set as departure. Pop in the F-33A that we installed. It's no longer a streamed aircraft. And we'll see what's going on. The internet's probably happy. It's like, hey, I don't have to stream the airport or the plane. Fantastic. And now you won't lose any quality on the aircraft either, since that's not being streamed anymore. Very nice. Oh, by the way, I'll turn up the audio here too. I turned that down. And then let me make sure there's no screen tearing. If not, I'll have to turn on VSync. Oh yeah, there's definitely screen tearing. Hang on, I turn that on so you don't have that the whole stream like yesterday. And then we should be good to go. Turn up the audio a little bit as well. Oh yeah, much better now on the stream. Perfect. Because I didn't want you guys looking at screen tearing the whole time. And then we'll dive through some different planes as well, because lighting has been changed on a bunch of them. This one's... oh, you can already see it's different too. Nice. Because most of them you should be seeing in the daytime as well, as opposed to not seeing them at all. So we'll dive into a few of them that they were mentioning that were changed up. But I already noticed a difference with the lights right off the bat with this. But we'll do it with a vanilla plane, because the lights were already pretty decent before. Oh, look, there's the new timer. That's what they were talking about. That can be everywhere now, as opposed to just... or on the main page, without you having to turn it on and all that from the logbook. That's pretty handy to have. Still no options to put in, you know, like borders and stuff, unfortunately. Still waiting for that on the EFB. Nice. And of course, since the stuff's installed now, you should have a better LOD, since it's not trying to only stream what's in the general vicinity of you. And later on, we'll dive into the Xbox version of it, because yeah, I've always seen people saying the EFB wasn't controllable in the Sim Update 2 beta. I never saw that personally, so we can dive into it and see if anything's going on. Oh, that's what I'm seeing. I left the thing on. Sorry. Left the ribbon on. It's gonna be all torn up by the time we get back on the ground here. And we'll just land this really quick and then we'll start testing some other stuff here. But just wanted to test this because everything you're seeing here is not streamed. The plane, my Colorado Springs Airport add-on, that's all installed now. Yep, I mean, I had my regular career profile back for about 24 hours and now it's gone again and I don't care. I'm very happy so far with Sim Update 3. I know a lot of you that don't have great internet are going to be pretty thrilled with it as well. I'm sold on this, just about a 1 terabyte internal SSD expansion for the Xbox. Nice! Very nice. The only thing that's going to be messing up the... I mean, I'm not going to get a speed indicator because it's the pitot tube and so forth. So that's not working, of course. Because that's where you get your airspeed from. But based off of how the the cover is flailing around, it appears that we're going about maybe, I don't know, about 100 knots or so. So I mean, we do still get some benefit, even though you wouldn't see that because... So that's why I'm seeing that thing flicking through the wing. Oh shoot. Oh, we'll go for 1.7 right here. Hi airport. How's it feel not being streamed anymore? Or the AI traffic, for that matter. Very nice. Alright, our first flight in a non-streamed plane in a non-streamed airport. Love it. Alright, so now what I want to do is they've made some tweaks to how the AI is moving around, so we'll hop over to LAX. I want to see how it does just streamed in, and then I want to install it and see if there's a big difference or if it's similar or what the deal may be. We'll see. But we're going to just spawn in over here. Let's spawn in an airliner as well, just to kind of see what's going on with it. We can also see the new lighting on it. Am I passing it? Oh, there you are. Apparently there's some new liveries for this again. Because we already did the Sun Express, but I think there's something... Nope, okay, never mind. We'll do the Sun Express, though, since that came out yesterday in Sim Update 2. And then we'll just spawn over at that garage, or the garage, that spot. Let's see here. Well, I mean, I never really had any performance issues anyways. Again, I have gigabit speeds, so performance wasn't much of a hassle on my end. So I can't really give a definitive answer if there's a huge difference between them, but... Nice, and just like that, we're in LAX. This is, of course, not installed. This is still streamed. We'll let everything load in. Obviously, we're going to have some stutters in the beginning as we're streaming everything in. It is a really nice livery, though. Who is this? I've never seen this livery. Or this airliner. Or heard of it. Is it a fake one, or is it a real one? Oh, it's a Turkish-German airline. Gotcha. Well, no wonder I never saw it. It was a joint venture between Turkish Airlines and Lufthansa. Well, see, learn something new every day. But cool. All right, so while we're... Oops, I did not mean to do that. Sorry. Performance is still not catching up here. I should probably restart the sim, because I haven't done that after we installed it. But we'll make do with what we have for now. So this will actually be a good test to see if... Oh, okay, the AI is still doing some weird crap on its landings. Hey, there's a real player. Captain Hook. Might just be Harrison Ford, though. He's just going for the taxiway. But alright, now that everything's loaded in, we're back to a normal frame rate. Excellent. Because yesterday, when we were here, it was just a bunch of A320s taxiing around, and then that was it. Now we have some citations, which all of our AI traffic is now installed. It's no longer being streamed in. You can already see that we're not losing any detail on the aircraft. There's been some more changes to ATC, so let's go ahead and get our 737 booted up here and just see if we hear anything too different from what we are used to with ATC conversations. And then we'll also install the 737, and then we'll test out LAX and the 737 installed, compared to streamed. And res, yes, this is PC. Expected release date for Update 3, I don't know. I'm not going to bother trying to speculate that, because Sim Update 2 is supposed to be end of April, and that didn't get till middle of May. I'd say late June, early July, if I'd have to just randomly guess, is kind of what I'm guessing. So, but not 100%. And they didn't say anything this time around either. We might hear something next week during the development stream, but yeah, we'll see.
Ground, CTWN 32 Romeo Alpha Whiskey 77 with India. Request taxi for takeoff, north departure.
CTWN 32 Romeo Alpha Whiskey 77. Taxi to and hold short of runway 25 right using taxiway November Charlie Charlie 1 Bravo Bravo 1. Contact tower on 119.8 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 25 right using taxiway November Charlie Charlie 1 Bravo Bravo 1. CTWN 32 Romeo Alpha Whiskey 77.
They've made some changes to how the radio sounds like. I think I hear a bit of a difference on that. But we're onto the tower now, so we can actually hear what's going on. I still want to just kind of see what kind of AI traffic's going around, and it seems like it's not freaking out as much as it was before, where it's just... Yesterday, it was just spawning and spawning and spawning AI traffic the whole time, so... And it looks like we're getting a variety of different aircraft as well.
SoCal departure on 125.2. Good day.
Los Angeles Tower, Polaris 171 ready for departure. Runway 25 right.
Oh, they definitely changed the radio. It actually sounds really nice
Polaris
now.
171 line up and wait.
Going to 125.2, United 2086.
Los Angeles Tower, Singapore 1 miles northwest. Inbound ILS runway 25 right approach. Singapore 12 Los Angeles Tower. Altimeter 29902, cleared ILS runway 25 right approach.
Line up and wait. Polaris 171
Polaris 171 altimeter 29902. Cleared for takeoff runway 25 right.
Can you hear other planes booting up?
Runway 25 right approach. Singapore 12.
No, that just sounds much nicer with the ATC conversations going on, I think. I'm actually getting a difference in liveries as well, because yesterday we weren't getting that. Did they get rid of the... Hey, the noses aren't pointy anymore. They actually look like they're supposed to. Alaska Horizon livery on that? Nice. No, this is a lot better right here. So what we're going to do now is I want to install a 737 and LAX and then kind of see if we see a difference on that or not. So let us find out. And then before we do that, once we install this, I want to restart the sim because I haven't done that since we installed the update, just to give it a nice fresh install here. So let me find it real quick. Perfect. Download. And download the 737 MAX. Because I just want to see if we see a noticeable difference or what the case may be. We'll see. That's what we're here to do. And then in a little bit, we'll swap over to the Xbox, see how that's doing, and go from that. Perfect. And then again, once this is done, we're going to be just restarting the sim just real fast. Plus get to see what the boot up time looks like, see if any differences are there. And then later on we'll check out the EFB since apparently it's broke, but people were telling me that before too and I never had issues with it, so we'll see. Is the beta sign up page not working for anybody else? I'm still trying to see what the new process is going to be, because if you're on Steam it's not there yet apparently. But on Xbox and Windows Store it's going to be a bit of a different setup to get into the beta if you haven't joined it yet. But I haven't seen anything specifically about what that difference is just yet, so... Oh, here we go. Beginning with Sim Update 3, we will transition to a website sign-up for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 flighting on Xbox and Windows PC for the Xbox app. Please note, Steam users will not be affected at this time. Moving forward, this will improve our means of communication and gathering feedback from the flighting audience. For participants who participated in Sim Update 2 flighting or previous Flight Sim flighting, no action is required at this time. New participants or those who have unenrolled from flighting and wish to return will now need to complete the website sign-up before navigating to the Xbox Insider Hub to join the flighting groups. So if you want to join it, here, hang on, let me copy and paste this. It's flightsimulator.com/insider-registration is where you need to go to complete the sign-up survey and so forth. And then it'll be in the Xbox Insider Hub. Memory logging is also enabled for the build, so you might see some performance issues because of that. And it looks like the thing to sign up for is a bit down at the moment. But here, I'll still copy paste it, so if it ever does come up, that's where you'll be doing that if you've never joined the beta before. So at some point the website will load up. I have no idea. I never left the beta, so I didn't have to deal with that. Cool, so we got a fresh boot up. Let's just pop back in the 737 that's now installed and go to LAX, which is now installed, and see if we notice any difference. We'll see. But again, since that memory logging is going on, you might see some lower frame rates because of it, so keep that in mind. And that is incorrect, box. It's just not out yet. For Steam users, there's no different process to join the beta because you just have the whole beta menu thing on the Steam program itself. The only reason it's different for Xbox and PC is because it goes to the Xbox Insider Hub. Because I don't think Steam has to do that. And Binky, hello, hello! My EFB worked just fine yesterday. Yeah, that was the same experience I had. People were saying the EFB didn't work in Sim Update 2, and... Oh yeah, look how fast... Like, this already went a lot faster. Obviously, there's still some frame rate stuff. It's still loading things in, but... If you go back to when we loaded in with the streamed version, with the plane and the airport, it was taking a bit longer to get nice and oh, look at this, already all good. Love it. I'm so happy having the AI models just installed now. They actually look nice. No more pointy nose. Very cool. Somebody's at LAX with a Cessna 172. Got a Spirit Airlines getting a nice mix of different AI liveries. Really happy to see that. A lot of different models of aircraft, from Boeings to Airbuses to Embraers. Looks like their travel is still a bit something. Still some work to do on that. No, it's probably getting overrun with people trying to join the beta, so it'll take probably an hour or so for the website to catch up with all the requests. I think I didn't download the liveries, I don't think. I think it just comes with all the different planes and all their liveries included with it, because look how good it looks. Oh, man. That's awesome. United Airlines 1695. It's just nice seeing such a variety of aircraft. Their taxi speeds are slower now too. Lucid is about to take off in something. No, this is nice. Let's go ahead and fly our own 737, because we still didn't check out the lights. A lot of the lighting has been improved in daytime. We should be actually seeing the lights now, as opposed to not seeing any... Oh, that's the wrong button. Hang on, there we go. Because this is now an installed 737. I see those lights are landing and taxis. Oh, freaked out a little bit there. Okay, I need a better camera angle here. Unbelievable. FMJ, I'm not sure. Well, actually, crap, we can probably see that. Where's the Cessna 172? Oh, there he is. Hang on, let's see. Oh, Bethum 9090. We might not actually see him because I think he's paused. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, no. Yep. I was so excited. It's like, it's a Cessna 172. And crash. Alright. Crash number 1. He was a Cessna 172, though, which is a promising thing to see because he wasn't an airliner. So we'll do some more tests with it. Hopefully that's not a common thing. Oh, man. that makes me happy to see that, though, so we'll see if it continues as we see other planes. I mean, if you're in Sim Update 3's beta and you want to go to LAX, we'll see you. Yep, thanks a lot, FMJ. You crashed the game because you wanted to see the Cessna 172 at LAX. Oh, man. The Cessna was too powerful. It was. It's like, I can't load this. Which, that'll also be nice, because then now you're not going to be streaming if everybody's using a default plane or you have a, whatever, third-party plane that you own too. You're not going to be streaming their planes either. So, but we'll dive back into LAX. Hopefully, whoever that was in the 172 is still flying around. I still can't believe it. Like, I'm still sitting here thinking, I can't believe we're downloading and installing stuff. Not making everything streaming. Awesome. Alright, I'm going to spawn in something a bit smaller just to see what's different here. We'll go back to the 737, don't worry, but... go into the 125. Zoom on in. And yeah, James, that whole enrolling thing is definitely getting overrun for sure. Nothing different with the PC-12. It still broke, even though it was said it was changed in Sim Update 2. It wasn't. I did some more testing this morning because one person came in saying it was working, and it's not doing what it needs to do. So it is still broke, and no new changelog for it. Look at these load times, by the way. God dang. I love it. Where's that Cessna at? Cessna. They better not be gone now. Oh, I think he's gone. What's Captain Hook flying? He's flying a 737 MAX. Okay. Oh, he's actually taxiing. And it's a 737 MAX. Oh, look at that. I think we might actually be seeing... Oh, his gear's gone, though. I don't know if it's because it just didn't load in, or he's just a very skilled pilot. I mean, he is Captain Hook, after all. But we are seeing the proper models. It's not just giving some generic garbage. That's awesome. Let's see what kind of takeoff Captain Hook's got going on here. He's cutting off Delta Airlines. By the way, an A320. Oh, going to these bigger airports is just so much nicer now because you're seeing that variety that we should always have been seeing. A 767 with a leading the way livery, and an A321. It just makes these airports feel so much more alive. Obviously, I mean, I can deal with the landing gear missing just for the fact that we actually see the proper models for a change, and then all that can get fixed down the road. Who's this? Oh, they're way over there. Holy crap, how far are they? Look at this frame rate, by the way. Oh, this is... Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, definitely a noticeable difference installing the airports compared to streaming them in. I wonder if the gears animate, or if they're just kind of stuck down. Because I don't think I see his flaps down. But that's okay. I'm not too worried about that. I'm just happy to see the actual model. Oh, what are we doing? We're going off the center line. he has his trim set up pretty... Oh, boy. Oh, good. Uh-oh. Oh, no, Captain Hook, you gotta pull back up. Hey, the gears do animate. Nice. Holy crap, what kind of takeoff is... All that for that. What in the world? Oh, he paused. That's not going to help you out, Captain Hook. Oh, and he's back in the air. Very nice. Alright, anyways. Let's get back to our plane. Or helicopter. Forgot what we were in. Fly around LA a little bit. Well, that was an interesting takeoff. Thanks for that, Captain Hook. Oh, man. Everything was looking really good at the start, and then it's just like, I don't know what's happening. Oh, look at that. Korean Airlines 747. Oh, it's so nice seeing this variety. Because if you watched the stream yesterday after Sim Update 2 came out, it was A320s everywhere. No other liveries, nothing. This is just... It makes me excited to go to these bigger airports. Because this whole time it's kind of been like, it's just... Not seeing that variety going on, but now we got 747s, we got all the Boeings, all the Airbuses, and everything else going on. All the different liveries that are in the sim. All installed. Not streamed anymore. Awesome. Our H125 is still streamed, by the way. I didn't want to sit here and install everything. I still need to uninstall a stupid Powerline mod. I forgot that. We'll just fly around a little bit. Hopefully some other people pop in here and we can see if we see the actual model. And no, nothing about heavy cargo just yet, Kyle. Hey, Adam. How did you download a plane? You go to the marketplace. Oh, look at that. Your My Library now, in Sim Update 3's beta, you can install airports, planes, scenery, all of it. It's just awesome. So happy with this beta. I've got to run in a few, but this has been by far the most exciting news since release. Thanks for the stream. See you next time, sir. Well, awesome. Enjoy the rest of your day, James, and I agree. Sim Update 3 has been fantastic. And to answer your question, it's probably a mix of both, because there have been some improvements to the performance of the sim, as well as, of course, the installation process now that's going on. And of course, there might still be some performance drops, because memory logging is enabled in the beta. So there's stuff going on in the background that won't be going on normally, because it is sending data to the devs, so they can see what's going on with performance and loading and all that kind of stuff on PC and the Xbox. So if you see some frame drops, that could potentially be why you're seeing them. Oh, we got Snowy Balls 21 over here. Let's see what they're flying. See, this is what I miss from the career mode, is seeing all these fantastic gamer tags. Look how alive LAX is. Oh, Captain Hook is back at the gate. And of course, the draw distance, since you're not streaming the airport, is way nicer now. Oh, this is... I'm so happy right now. You don't know how happy I am. What a great addition, and I know a lot of you are going to be thrilled about being able to install all of this, as opposed to streaming everything all the time. Minus a couple weird things with the AI in the beginning, they seem to be way more under control. There's a lot less craziness going on with them. It looks a lot more normal. And then if you're just joining, it's about 500 gigabytes if you want to install everything that the sim currently has to offer. It might be a bit less for you I do have a few other third-party things that I don't use, so keep that in mind. But yeah, it's a good amount. But of course, you can install what you want or just leave other things to be streamed. So if there's a few planes you like or a few areas you like flying in, you can have that installed on your hard drive and not stream those and so forth. Because right now, LAX was installed, but the helicopter is streamed currently. Which, you know what? Hang on, people are asking about it. Let me do something here. Let me install the 125. Just want to see if anything's different with the frame rate. I'm so excited. Like, this has been fantastic. So yeah, if you go to my library now, there's a new downloads thing installed, and you can go to everything here. And like I said, if you select everything and want to install it, oh crap, it's not showing it to me here. Oh, duh, because I'm not, hang on. There we go. 481 gigabytes to install every single thing from planes to 2020 stuff and all that. It'll be a bit less because of that, but if you just want to do the base stuff, that's about 200 gigabytes on its own, the base content. Right there, 215 for base content. But let's go find the H125. And let's go ahead and download it. You should be able to download on Xbox as well, Brandon. It should be the exact same. I've been told by other viewers on Xbox that it's there as well. I mean, it's definitely not too bad considering the whole world and all the different city updates and airports, planes, animals, all scenery, all that kind of stuff can be installed now as opposed to running up your internet coverage. Everything is streaming by default shredding. Every single thing is streamed, but now every single thing in the sim can be installed if you don't want to stream a specific helicopter, a plane, an airport, any of that type of stuff. And once it's done installing, you'll put it in here, and there we go. The Airbus H125 is no longer going to be streamed. It is now on the hard drive, and that's it. So we'll pop back into LAX and see how everything goes. With a now, well, actually, no, we'll move. Well, no, we're going to go here. We're going to pop in here again. Because it's a good test. It's a big airport, a lot of stuff to load in. And now we're not streaming the helicopter anymore, and see if we see any difference on that. Because, I mean, you can see all the stuff it has to bring in, but now it's not streamed assets. Oh, look at the 747 parked over there. And boom, just like that, we're in Los Angeles at LAX with a handcrafted airport. And of course, it's now installed, and the helicopter is as well. Oh, hang on, I'm not trying to get the cowling here. There we go. By the way, I believe lights have... Hang on, I don't know if my button's still the same there. That's what it looks like at night. Still not really seeing anything in the daytime for this, though. But we have noticed some differences in other aircraft. welcome back, Kip, as well. I saw you were in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Hope you're all having a fantastic Friday. What a great start to the weekend going on here. That's just awesome. What are they flying? What snowy balls flying over there? I think it's a Citation. Can't really see it. He's behind the mountain now. Installing all the things, no doubt. I mean, yeah, I definitely noticed a difference between streaming, because we did a LAX just with a stream with the 737. It took a while for it to kind of calm down and get to the frame rate you would expect, but having it installed, both the aircraft that you're using and the airport, makes a huge difference. Rock trees, no. I mean, that's going to be something. I'm not sure what's going to be the thing to fix that. The only reason those are there is because of the fact that the photogrammetry thinks it's something other than a tree, because you can see quite a few of them down here in LAX. I already see a few right off the... Yeah. I mean, there's still a lot of those going on, unfortunately. There's actually a lot going on in LA. Then I'm not sure if it's something that can just be fixed by telling the sim, oh my goodness, what is going on here? Oh, yeah, there wasn't enough, there's enough boats now. Oh my goodness. But yeah, there's definitely some work to do regarding that type of thing. We'll be on the lookout for you, Kip. But oh my, yeah, LA has a lot of those. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's something that they can tell the sim to remove, or if that's going to be something they have to go through and do it by hand. But yeah, LA's got a lot of those. Because I mean, the only way to really get rid of it now is to disable photogrammetry, but then everything else looks sad too, so... yeah, we'll dive into it here, Brandon. I want to see that. Oh, no, I do see the light. At certain angles. Oh, not really. It's just kind of popping a few in there. Still some work to do on some lights, but some other aircraft did get specific things to increase the brightness in daytime situations. So you can actually see the strobe and beacon lights and all that. And Dudist, no, you cannot. This is only Sim Update 3 beta participants currently. When Sim Update 3 does release publicly, then yes, you will be able to do that on both the PC and the Xbox. But yeah, there's LA right there. Let's go to Vegas. I did install that because Vegas didn't look very good streamed, because the sphere specifically, if you were a certain distance away, it wouldn't look right. So I'm interested to see what Vegas is going to look like. We'll dive into another plane here. I will be downloading all the planes. Just not having that streamed is just nice. I did see... Hang on. I want to see something really fast. Because in the changelog, it was showing that the ES-30 was available for ferry flights now. And I don't know if that's true or not. I was able to get in the beta, had to download Xbox Insider app and register there. So did you not do the whole other thing, because they're changing it, because that's all you had to do before. I'm not really sure why they've... Oh. Congratulations, your reputation precedes you. Some contractors will now rely on skilled individuals like you. Keep an eye on the world map for new opportunities. That's a new pop-up. Pretty good, because, you know, it gives more information to the players, so it doesn't just pop up and really give you no description as to why that's happening. So there's a lot more of those types of menus popping up. But what I want to do is... aircraft model, the ES-30. It's just showing up with that. But I guess at some point it's going to be usable in other mission types, like ferry flight. So just something else that was kind of mentioned in the changelog but isn't fully implemented just yet. And yep, Adam, no doubt. Let me download another plane really quick. No, I don't want anything 2020 related. My Corvallis, let's do that. Something nice and small, won't take too long to install here. And then we'll hop over to Vegas and see what's going on there. See if things look a lot nicer. Ready to install. And that's how easy it is right there. We installed the plane. Done. Alright. To Vegas, see how everything's looking there, because it never really looked that good streamed. And then after we check Vegas, I need to see what's going on with the EFB, because I was always told the EFB didn't work throughout Sim Update 2's beta, and I never saw that happen. So we will clarify officially if the EFB is broken in Sim Update 3's beta. Not sure I've got enough room on my hard drive. Going to have to delete my entire Steam library. I mean, again, there's obviously there's planes that you probably never use. So, I mean, you don't have to worry about installing those. Those can just be streamed, or specific areas in the world you might not fly around too much. So, I mean, you can always pick and choose the specifics that you want to install, which is nice. And I know somebody's here, too. What are they flying? Yeah, same here, Kip. I mean, I was always seeing people say the EFB wasn't controllable or anything like that, and I checked many times and just never ran into that issue. So we'll be checking it out, though. We'll see how everything's going on the Xbox. We'll check out the install things over there. Oh, look at that Allegiant airline. Nice. Oh my, there's a lot of planes going on here. Anyways, who's over here? The Architect. Oh look, I already see the spheres working a lot better. Because if you go there streamed, there's like black lines in it, and it just looked really odd. So everything's already looking nicer. Because we've already installed the Las Vegas City update and all that. Oh, we're not going to see this because I don't have an MD-88. Alright, well thanks for nothing, oh, he left. Okay, well, there's that. And Dudist, no problem. You are welcome. If you have any other questions, I'd be more than happy to try to answer them for you. Man, I haven't flown this in a while. I'm gonna get back into this now that the passengers are fixed. Look at this view. Delta Airlines, American Airlines. It'll even be better once we get more of those real-life liveries in here. It'd be awesome having all of them by default. I mean, I don't know why it's such a pain to get these airliners to participate in the flight sim. I think it's just cool to see them actually as they are. You know, like United and Allegiant Air, Korean Airlines. And there goes Allegiant right there. American Airlines, it must be tandem flying with them. Oh god. Excuse me. Look at the models. They look so much nicer now too that they're installed. And here we'll also get the ATC going, just in case you're joining. There has been more improvements to. I think it sounds even better now, but I'll let you listen once we get to the tower.
CTWN 32 Romeo Alpha Whiskey 77 with Oscar. Request taxi for takeoff. Closed traffic.
CTWN 32 Romeo Alpha Whiskey 77. Taxi to and hold short of runway 26 right via taxiway Romeo Charlie Bravo. Contact tower on 119.9 when ready.
See how there's a lot more difference in what you're hearing from audio?
Taxiing, hold short runway 26 right via taxiway Romeo Charlie Bravo. CTWN 32 Romeo Alpha Whiskey 77.
Oh, the CJ4 shutdown works properly? Nice. That's great to hear.
Not cleared to take off.
Ooh, AI's breaking the rules. Do others have problem of no charts and weather? Let's see.
United 24902, did you copy?
I think we just crashed. Well, thanks a lot, Todd. Well, okay. There's one issue with the charts. It seems to crash. We'll see. We'll try it again. But one thing I have noticed, that's our second crash? No. Yes. I think that's our second crash. So as a matter of fact, Todd, I do believe that there's a problem. It should be available soon on Steam. I think it's just a bit delayed right now, Binky, but it will be there. I mean, I'm not surprised the first beta build for Sim Update 2 was a pretty big crash fest as well. And then it got better as it went on, so I'd rather have this type of experience right now than when we're close to releasing the beta as a whole, so... But yeah, this is kind of how Sim Update 2's beta started too, where it was just a lot of stuff was crashing everything, so... But I'm not too bothered by that, especially early on in the beta phase. I kind of expect it to happen right off the bat, so it's just... it'll get better. I mean, technically it's Todd's fault anyways. We were going to have a nice flight in the Corvallis, and then he decided to bring up weather and charts, and then now here we are. It's all over. It's just all over, but we'll test it again just to see if it's a constant thing, or if that was just a one-off crash there. Because, I mean, that's why we're here. That's why we're in the beta. Get that all going. Get those reports on in there. I mean, we can. I mean, yeah. I've never done that since I installed the sim. I don't even know how to do that actually. Is it online? Running cache. I don't even know how to delete it anyways. Do I just change the limit? Or is there a button? Set a location for rolling cache on your local hard drive. Packages. Oh, is it stream pack? Oh god, I have to do all that. I'll live with what we have. I'll mess with that later. I don't feel like looking through that too much right now. Because that is just a bit too much going on at the moment. I'll need to have the sim okay, yeah, I'll mess with that a little bit later. If it continues to be an issue, then we'll mess with that. But that just looks a little too far advanced for me that I just don't feel like dealing with. Oh, there's somebody here. What are they flying? Are they flying a vanilla plane? Smokes, let's go. Oh, they are flying. Wait. Oh, that's the other CJ3. But it is still a citation, though. Because I don't have the CJ3 Plus. Because I didn't want to buy another citation when I already have one, but... Nice. So it is showing up as a citation even though I don't have one. It just brings up the default citation. I don't know if it's just luck of the draw or if that worked out. Alright, let's see. Pilot book. No. Aircraft. No, hang on. The thing. There we go. And let's see if we load it in or if it just crashes us again. Yep, I think we just crashed it again. Okay. So. Interesting. Oh, that's just video. Where? Oh, I don't know how to find this thing from here. Is it under here and program files and then somewhere else? Or is it still that weird name that wasn't actually... Here, let's just load up to it and then I'll just find the path from there and do it. And then close the sim. Because I'm not going to find it. Yeah, interesting, Shredding. So yeah, if you want to join the beta, try it through the Xbox Insider Hub right now, because they might not have changed it just yet. And then you should be able to... So Xbox Insider Hub on the Xbox and PC, and then go from that. So we'll delete the rolling cache and then just see if that helps out. If not, then yeah, something's severely bugged with the checklists. Oh, so it is still Microsoft Limitless. That's so I don't know why it's still the code name. That's so odd. Let's see what's faster, this loading in or me typing all this in here. Because I don't have the chat open on my PC. Percent. This slash packages Microsoft dot limitless. Okay, there's that. Oh, that kind of gets me in the right spot. Local cache. Okay, go. Okay, shut off. Sorry, Sim. And then packages, and then you were saying one up from community. No. Oh, sweet. By the way, get rid of this. Get that power line nonsense out of here. And that worked out. Stream packages. Is there like a community one specific? Holy crap, how much is in here? It's a single file a little up from your community folder. Up again, then delete rolling cache.cccc. Oh, is it under stream packages? Under here? Are we back here? No. Oh, this thing right here. Delete. Oh my, how big of a file is that? 16 gigabytes. Oh, I guess that's what it always is. So we just delete that. You can also delete all the stream packages if you want. It'll reload it. So I just delete this. Okay. And then we'll just delete all stream packages for sure. We'll just kind of get that all... We'll give it a fresh install, see if it helps. Now it's going to be like the sim doesn't load anymore. If that was the case, I would just switch over to the Xbox One. Cool. All right, let's see. Oh, there was more. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just see what's going on. We'll see if that fixes it or if it's just a constant issue no matter what you do. Because so far it's starting to look like that's the case. That the charts are just crashing the sim. Appreciate it, Kip. Thank you. Hopefully it helps. I mean, we'll see. If not, that's okay. I'll just avoid the charts for a little bit. I always get annoyed when I see the Hype Performance Group logo there, and they've done nothing with their 225 this whole time. It's unbelievable. Such a cool helicopter, and they're ruining it by not updating it. It won't be long till Asobo just says, you know what, you're off the project, somebody else is taking over. Because there's just no reason why they haven't done a single update to that helicopter. So this will be the last time we test it. If it crashes again, then we know it's just something wrong with the EFB. And this load is going to be a bit longer now since we're getting those packages back in here, so... Don't be surprised if we're here a little bit longer than we normally would be. Oh, it didn't take too long at all, actually. Cool. Alright, final test on checklist, or chart crash here. Yeah, I mean, that's true too. I mean, if there's hardly anything for it to really kind of connect to and stream in, for sure. Because, yeah, once I'm done with the stream, I'm going to have everything just get installed, and specifically the planes and the main world updates and city updates that I fly around the most. Alright, let's see. Does it crash it? I'm going to guess probably yes. Yep, I already see it crashing. So yeah, there's something specific with that build. So I would avoid charts for now if you're joining the beta. At least that answers the question though. Nothing in the background or rolling cache or anything like that is affecting it. It literally is just something bugged for the charts. I kind of want to try a search and rescue now that that cutscene's gone. Because that sounds fantastic. Let's see if anybody made a post about that just yet. If not, then I'll probably make one. Seems like there's quite a few things going on with the EFB. This person has opening EFB crashes 2024 when airborne with, I guess, a Phoenix add-on. That's why I typically try not to use anything really third-party related in the beta programs. I just want to see if the default stuff is having those issues as opposed to stuff that might not be compatible specifically with it, so... Alright, let's see the new no cutscene going on Search and Rescue. Because they've pretty much got rid of everything that I didn't like about Search and Rescue now, which is awesome. I was really happy seeing that the cutscene was removed entirely. Is this a 125? No, I don't want to do a fixed wing. We did that yesterday. Don't want to... Oh, why am I doing this? I keep forgetting we have filters now. There we go. Well, I don't want to do a water one. There we go. Oh, and in the mountains, too. I wanted to be a fantastic rescue going on the side of a mountain. Because to my understanding, now that that cutscene's gone, we should never lose control over the helicopter anymore. Like we were previously. I feel like the load times are even faster than they were before. Like we're getting into this stuff like nobody's business.
Minerva 2 CTWN32 ready for departure.
Oh, well, they're still talking over each other.
Thanks for speeding things up. As you know, we have a situation here.
Our first career mission with an installed aircraft.
Has gone missing near Creed landform without taking proper precautions or checking the weather forecast. The conditions out there are tough, and we haven't heard from him yet. We need to locate him fast. Since we've had no communication since then, we're a bit worried he might need help. Let's stay in touch. Let's go.
Charlie 2-4 traffic. CTWN32.
By the way, there isn't any screen tearing going on again, right? I haven't been paying attention to it since we've restarted the sim a few times now. Let me make sure VSync is still on. It is not. Oh crap, so you probably were seeing screen tears. Sorry if that was the case. Go as close as possible to everybody down here.
Charlie 2-4 traffic. CTWN32 Yankee. Mike Echo 8710. Taking off runway 25, south departure, Charlie 24 traffic.
All right. Still nice having that timer. Oops, I mean, I always forget that, but nice having the timer everywhere on the screen now on the EFB instead of going to the logbook all the time and then turning it on there. It's just right there, ready to go.
32 Minerva 2. Hope you'll get on site fast. Seconds count. You can easily freak out when you're lost and do something irrational.
I have all the 3 assists on for cyclic and so forth. It helps out tremendously, so I highly recommend turning those on. It's under assistances right here, and then the assisted cyclic, assisted tail rotor, and assisted collective. This helps out tremendously. Because, I mean, the only way to really enjoy flying a helicopter is if you have, like, a full-on setup for it, which I don't. So I just have a nice Xbox wired controller, and that's how I fly the helicopters in the sim.
They're quite concerned, as you can imagine. We all hope you'll bring him back home, buddy.
No, I think performance has seen a huge upgrade in Sim Update 3's beta. I mean, it's looking great, running smooth. Love it. Hey, Halloween, hello, hello. Can you believe it, folks? It's not streamed. Our helicopter is just with us. Is it better than SU2? I mean, just being able to download stuff, it already makes it better than any other update. I mean, what a huge thing to have finally. But yeah, on top of it, the performance is awesome, especially once you start, because once this stream is done, I'm going to install all the planes. We've already done that with all the AI ones and the passive aircraft, so it'll be awesome. Seems like if they fix the EFB, there isn't a reason to use SU2 already. Yeah, immediately. It's just like I forgot SU2 even released yesterday. It's like I don't care anymore. But yeah, I mean, I'm not too sad. I mean, it was cool seeing my career mode for a whopping 24 hours, and then I didn't care anymore. I was like, oh, Sim Update 3 beta tomorrow. We're moving on. Select all, download, install all, almost finished on Xbox. That's nice, Acme.
CTW
That's very
32
awesome.
Minerva 2. How is it going up there? You're approaching the search area? Don't forget we need to be fast if anything went wrong. I'm sure
And you can
locate
download
something
everything
up there.
Halloween, from AI to the animals to the planes to scenery to airports. It can all be installed if you want now. This is awesome. It's not streamed. Oh my, hang on. Hold the phone. Is my ray tracing turned off? This is unacceptable. Get that back on. And my clouds aren't ultra, are they? Where are my clouds? Wait, where are... Oh, there they are. Okay. This is unacceptable. There we go. Oh, much better. Excellent. I saw those shaky little shadows. We can't have that. Look how awesome this is. Oh, this is so cool. I'm so happy right now. This has been awesome. It would be nearly 800 gigabytes to download all my stuff. Dang. Got all kinds of third-party stuff going on then, huh? But like I've been saying, it's just, that's the cool thing about it, is you can just pick and choose what you do want to install or just keep streamed. So it's just, it's nice being able to have that option at all now. Hey Sean, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. I think the models look even better now that they're not streamed in. They just look so crisp and clear now, and dang. So what about this general scenery? Is that now downloaded? It just depends if it's in an area that's been part of like a world or city update. You know, like if you have City Update 10 with the Rocky Mountain National Park, then that would be part of it, but a lot of the areas are going to be streamed, of course. It still would be cool down the road having it to where it's similar to Google Maps, where you can download a certain block of land. But yeah, it's just going to depend on where things have been tweaked for world updates and city updates. And you couldn't before. Couldn't do what? Download? No, you couldn't download anything. Everything was streamed in 24. You weren't able to download. The only thing that was really... Oh no, even if you got third-party stuff off of it, it was still streamed too, for the most part. But yeah, you were never able to download. And no doubt embark. But I mean, what I would start off with is just download the things that you really use a lot, and then kind of go from that. Because in that way you don't have to worry about overloading your hard drives too much.
You've reached the search area. Eyes wide.
But yep, exactly. That's why the install was so small for 2024, is because we weren't really installing much of the game. It was all streamed up until now. Because now you can just pick and choose what you want to have streamed or not. And love that, especially for folks that don't have great internet. I think your experience is just going to be skyrocketing in performance and just enjoyment in general. I really hope they're on the side of a pretty difficult cliff. I am noticing some trees disappearing. I don't know why, if that's just like a low setting I have going on or what that might be, but I definitely have seen that a few times. Because it's... Oh, I see what's going on. It's trying to figure out what season it is, it seems like. Because they go from... Well, they're pine trees, so they shouldn't really be changing much anyways. That's right, we don't have to worry about the EFB moving anymore because it doesn't get affected by the controller. Oh, so much nicer. So much nicer. Right, JT? No doubt. Come on, be on the side of a cliff, please. Knowing my luck, now that I want them on the side of a cliff, they're going to be just out in the middle of a field. Where it's just like, oh, nothing crazy going on with the landing. As long as it's a bit sloped, I'll be happy with it. Alright, we're going to go down the middle here. Your sim also crashed the desktop when loading a chart? Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely just a bug going on with the EFB and not dependent on third-party stuff or rolling cache or anything like that. Good to know. Definitely picked the perfect spot to do this mission, though.
Minerva 2,
Nothing better than
CTW
flying
32.
helicopters around these
No need to search
mountains.
that far. The guys from Creed are already patrolling there.
Oh, I'm not even in the search area. Hang on, I'm too busy enjoying the view. My bad? Yeah, let's go to the middle and then I'm all the way off the left side of the circle. It's crazy how, like, I didn't get Black Ops 6, right? Is that the latest one? Because I just, anyways. But I never understood why Call of Duty was just so gigantic. I mean, it's nice that you can, you know, get rid of the campaign and all that kind of stuff, but still, it's just, I don't get it. Alright, we're finally getting back to the search area, everybody. This is what happens when you do some sightseeing on the job, is mistakes have been made. Oh, what was that? Oh, just letting us know we're back in the zone. I was like, oh, did we find them?
Backpacks. Should be easy to spot. It's bright orange, can't miss it.
That's the next thing they need to change. Not everybody's wearing bright orange or driving a bright orange car. Oh, hey, there they are. Sweet. Saw the smoke from inside. So if we would have flown the way I was supposed to and not get sidetracked, we would have flown right over them pretty much. And it looks like they're on the side of a mountain. Hopefully they're not by trees so we can test out the No cutscene. Oh yes, they're kind of at an angle too. Perfect. This is gonna be a great test for what I want to see. We'll probably go for a more extreme area just to make it more noticeable, but
CDWN-32, Minerva 2. I found her. He managed to stay safe at a safe spot. Coordinates 37 north, 107 west.
Positive ID on the target. Prepare for extraction.
alright, so before Sim Update 3's beta, if you would go and try to rescue them, you know, on an angle like this, let me not crash. Oh, what is going? Hang on, what's going on with my helicopter on here? Does not like this cliff, apparently. But anyways, what I'm trying to say, well, I'm trying to hold on to the helicopter here. It would go into a cutscene and your helicopter would just slide if you're on the ground and all that nonsense. So that's gone now because the cutscene is gone. So let's try to make a... Let's find a spot close by where... Goodness gracious, I'm hitting some wind or something, I don't know. Flopping around a bit. So now what you can do... See if I can find a nice aggressive angle here to simulate a more crazy rescue here.
Minerva 2 CDWN-32. Preparing to land.
Come on. And get... Oh, wait, what?
Positive ID on the target.
Did I actually clip the blades? I don't feel like I was that close. Hang on. Ignore that. That was supposed to look really cool and I ruined it. Let's go up a bit higher here. Ruined it. Oh god, wait, what is going on this mountain here?
For extraction.
Goodness gracious. I didn't even lower my power that much and it's freaking out from like an updraft or something going on here. Okay, here we go. Let's just take it slow here. Because that's not me spinning it. That's not me. There's just some wind flow going or something. And I know we could just land safely somewhere flat, but that's not the point I'm trying to showcase here, okay? Everything's fine. But that's crazy. I don't feel like I was hitting the blades on the mountain there, but... Oh. Wow, that acts really weird. Did they change something with the ground effect, or... I don't know, but... It's acting very odd. So anyways, let's try this again. I guess I'll do it less severe. Just want to kind of on the edge of the hill.
CDWN-32, ready to extract.
Get some... Oh, hang on. I was too busy looking for the cool animation. Or if there is an animation. Come on. Come on, get the second... Get the skis down. Come on. Come on, get him down there. Right there. A little less on the power. Yes.
CDWN-32, ready to extract.
So just imagine we're on a cool, like, angled mountain here. How long does it take to get you in here? Does this not count? I mean, it says land close to target. Can I not do a cool little keep the front on the ground? And I guess it doesn't count. Hang on. No, I want to do a cool landing like that and rescue him that way. That'd be cool. Fine, we'll do it this way.
CDWN 32, ready to extract.
This was supposed to be a really cool experience, and that's not happening. Apparently, they're not going to want to get rescued. So I knew it wasn't just because we weren't fully on the ground, because that wouldn't have made any sense. But anyways, you get the point. You have full control over the helicopter, because that's where the cutscene's supposed to play, but it doesn't do it anymore because that cutscene's removed completely.
CDWN 32, ready to extract.
I think we just found a bug, because I don't think the mission was actually going to complete because the target doesn't actually ever get in the helicopter. Yep. Okay, well, we found another bug. I'll make sure I add a list for that. But that's just awesome. You know, the door opens now. You don't have to worry about being stuck in a cutscene, which is what I was trying to showcase here and all that, but of course, it doesn't want to do that, so. Crap, man. But it's still awesome that the cutscene's gone, for sure. But yeah, I still don't know why the helicopter was acting weird there either, because it doesn't really do it anywhere else except for that one spot. Well, we'll come back to you, 125, at some point. But that point is not right now. But that's still awesome. Like, it's going to be really cool when it actually works and the person you're trying to rescue decides to come out of their tent instead of just sitting there. They're probably going to pop their head out and say, I didn't call for a rescue. I'm just kind of camping out up here. Very cool. But yeah, I'll get that listed as a bug report for sure. Well, crap. We've been going for 2.5 hours here. I think we might be... maybe try exiting... Oh, you shouldn't have to do that. Because what's supposed to happen is you land. Once that green marker comes up, what originally happened before is a cutscene would play. That's gone now. They would actually walk to the helicopter. That's just kind of glitched out at the moment. Let's see here. I mean, is there anything else anybody wants to specifically see, or are we pretty much wrapping up here? Because, I mean, nothing else really career-wise was changed. Some little tweaks here and there, but search and rescue, getting rid of that cutscene is definitely a big one. It'll be obviously even better once that gets resolved, with the person you're rescuing actually triggering to get to the helicopter. But, yeah, I mean, we focused a lot on the downloadability, and that's just... I'm so excited that that's actually a thing now. I mean, what a difference it's making already. I mean, we've only done a few tests with it at LAX with a 737. You absolutely notice a performance boost from that. And it's definitely something that needed to happen for the sim, and it's awesome that it's finally here. So we'll probably wrap up the stream here. I'm going to get all the stuff that I want downloaded, and then next time we're in here, we'll get going. Oh, actually, hang on. Should I? No, hang on. I know what we'll do. I lied. We're not done. We're not done just yet. And no heavy cargo, nothing career-wise or specialization just yet. Alright, ouch. Oh, God. Hit the microphone. I almost completely forgot about the Xbox players. I'm so sorry. Hang on, I need to tear up my whole setup here in order for this to get going here. Hang on. And let's see what's going on with the Xbox here. Alright. There's nothing regarding career mode changes. No, nothing. No planes, no missions, no additions. Just some fixes to the existing one. That is all. God dang, that's a pretty heavy Xbox update. Oh, it would help if I plugged in the controller over here. Alright, but yeah, so we're going to dive into the Xbox version really quick here, do a little bit of testing with that, see how performance is. Let me close out a flight sim on the Xbox. And then go from that. New features on the planner site. I mean, we can take a little look at that. Oh crap, now I have everything. Oh, here, hang on, let me see. I'll just get the changelog going, because there should be something seeing there. Oh yeah, it came out yesterday. Performance calculations, introducing the first version of automatic performance calculations in Flight Planner. A performance-based path calculation will compute altitude, speed, fuel, and time predictions at each point along your route. Vertical situation display, which displays aircraft vertical path, winds aloft, nearby facilities, airspace on right click, and procedure constraints. You know what? Here, hang on. Let me just show this too. Nobody wants to see the update that the Xbox is doing right now. Hang on. Let me tear my setup up again. Hang on. If everything comes crashing down, you'll know why. And if I don't say anything, then the desk probably collapsed on top of me. But be sure to continue watching for flight sim content. Because we may as well showcase this, because I don't think a lot of people still know about the free flight planner that's officially developed by Flight Sim. So we should be back now. Perfect. So this is the flight planner. We had a big update for it yesterday. So performance calculations like I was showing. Vertical situation display. Route added a selection of performance profiles for aircraft possessing them, and manual basic performance data input for others. And then, of course, aircraft profiles can now be created and shared using links. Added text chart button to departure section for SIDPT charts. The state of the application will now be continuously saved in the browser and automatically restored when reopening or refreshing page. And the nav data was updated. Map was updated with labels for all nav aids that share the same coordinates with a waypoint or are within 5 meters of distance from a waypoint. Updated formatting for nav aids, frequency, and frequency channels. Route text area now expands to show entire route when not in mobile layout. And then a bunch of different fixes going on. And yeah, pretty decent update this time around. So if you're wanting to make your own flight plans and everything, this does work for PC and Xbox as well. It's a really cool tool, especially for free. You can get all the chart data in here. So this is where you can look at your charts in Sim Update 3 beta, since they're crashing them. Oh, the night modes are in here too. Nice. Look at that. And of course, you get all these high quality charts. You can get it on the full screen or have it on your tablet next to you and get all the information for approaches and arrivals. Airport facility chart as well. And then, of course, the parking chart. You can see where all the gates are at Harry Reid International. All the different planes you have. Even third-party ones show up here too, which is pretty sweet. And then here, let's get out of the chart here and make a quick little flight plan that we want. So we'll make this our departure. Oh, shoot. This is another one I've been making. Hang on. And then everything you save here, you'll see in the flight sim, and then you can just say you want to upload this, and it'll be in your sim. But here, I'll just showcase one that I've made already. This is one I made for my Global Hawk, a little orbit. There's that. And let's see what else I got going on here. Let's do Cessna flight to Centennial. Here's that one. Pretty basic one, nothing too crazy. Change your procedures heading out from a takeoff from 17 left. And then you can set up your approach, all the different waypoints, get all the details from that, your altitude you want to be at. It's a really, it's crazy that this is free, but an awesome thing. It'll be even better when you actually can see your plane on the map as well. That'll be pretty neat. So, there you go. That's that. That is that. A little quick look at that, and I don't show it too often just because it doesn't seem like many people are that interested in it, but I still like showcasing it anyways, because I think it's a pretty cool program. Even if you're not that versed in all that type of stuff, it's cool being able to create your own flight plan out of the sim. I just think it's an easier way of doing it than from the sim itself. You can get a lot more things. Is this Navigraph? Nope. That is Flight Sim's official flight planner tool for free. It's planner.flightsimulator.com. You just log in with your Xbox Live profile and you're good to go. You get all of those tools for free. I loaded into an SAR mission and it put the guy in a ton of trees. You can land anywhere now. You don't have to land right next to him. You can get out of the helicopter and walk to him and rescue him that way. I only used it once when the game released. I should definitely use it more often. Yeah, it's a cool tool. I'll use it more when you can actually see where your position is on the map, because that is planned to be incorporated. So, I'll definitely be using it a lot more when that happens. Alright, let's see what's going on here. It might be out on Steam, by the way, now, because they have just posted that the beta's begun, so you might be seeing it in the Steam side here. And immediately there's already people complaining on the social media website. So there we go. The social media post, I should say. And if you're just joining, this is of course on the Xbox Series X now. I'm not going to have the stream going for too much longer. We'll just kind of take a quick look at some things. I want to do the same LAX test. I want to see what it looks like streamed on the Xbox and then install it and see if we see a big performance boost from that as well. Because to me it seemed like a huge improvement after it was installed on the PC side of things already, so we'll see. We shall absolutely see. And are the private charter VIP everywhere again, or are they just in the Northeast? We'll check that out, Evo. We'll see. Not on Steam for me yet? Okay. I'd still say probably in the next 15 minutes or so you'll probably see it. Oh, okay. Now we got add-on support updates. Great. I can't believe it's 2:30 again. What is going... Man, these streams have been going, like, flying by. I feel like I've only been streaming for maybe an hour and a half or so, but it's almost been 3. Crazy. Alright, so first test I want to do with the airliner. We already know the airliner's a mess with Xbox. It was still seeing some improvements, so we'll see if we get a good difference between streamed and installed. So let's find out. We'll go for the same parking spot we went for on PC. I need to remember the buttons again. I don't have any mouse plugged in or anything like that. I actually don't have anything except the Xbox controller at the moment. I'm not going to be too worried about flying specifically. So yeah, let's see what it looks like streamed for both LAX and... After that, we'll install LAX and the 737 on the Xbox and go from that. We'll just park here. Oh, I mean, sometimes it's like that for the PC as well, where if you just pop in right after an update, you can have a crash going on and so forth. Because, yeah, I just want to compare to see what load times are like, and if we get a huge difference between streamed and installed and all that good stuff. Waiting impatiently. Yeah, hopefully it gets to you soon, Binky. I'm sure it will. Oh, honestly, pretty decent load time. Interested to see if that weird glitchiness on the airports disappear after you install stuff, too. Of course, we're going to get some stutters as it loads things in. Again, this is streaming the 737 and the airport. That was a pretty fast load in, though. I must say. Oh. Oh, I thought I hit it. Come on. Oh, there we go. And it went back. Okay. Good enough. Yeah, not bad at all. This is actually running really well. Nice. Even after spawning in with a 737, having all the AI traffic going around. Pretty good. And this is the type of stuff I want to look at, because I'm interested to see if it loads in faster when it's installed and all that. Because we'll also install the AI traffic like we did on PC too. But hey, on an Xbox Series X, pretty impressive. Got the reflections on there. But yeah, the pointy noses being gone is just fantastic. I'm so happy not seeing that anymore. It's great having a wide range of aircraft around now instead of it all just kind of being like A320s over and over again, so very nice. But yeah, pretty impressed with the streaming stuff. We'll see how it does now after we install. Let's see. So let's get the 737. Oh. Okay. Hello? Let's get the 737. There it is. How do I... Oh, there we go. Download. So we'll get that. And is this... Hang on. Go back to streamed. Air traffic aircraft. I want all of this installed as well. And get LAX over here. Download. Installing everything will use more GPU memory. I mean, I'm not really sure. I mean, we were still using a lot to stream everything. I feel like you're using more by having it all streamed in, because from our experience, performance was boosted by having things installed with the tests that we did on the PC. You have 1,200 gigabytes of space ready to go. Very nice. Alright, so this won't take too long. I mean, it looks like we have a lot going on, but it definitely will get through it here rather quickly. At least I'm hoping so. It's definitely slower than it was on PC. Which is a bit worrying. I don't want to stay here for too long looking at this menu trying to do our test. But yeah, I mean, you can install whatever you want to install. You don't have to install everything and all that kind of stuff. But we might not be able to do this test right now because I don't want to sit here forever waiting for this to install here. Because this is way slower than it is on PC. For whatever reason that may be. Oh, did that restart? Wait, what? Okay, I guess you don't want to leave. Oh crap, here, then just get rid of, pause that. Cancel this. Great, we got a couple of them installed. Don't care about that. I don't know why this paused. I wasn't even on. Oh, shoot. Doing the menu with a controller is something else. I might just have to do a random test later on. That way I can edit all this down instead of us sitting here forever. I can't get down there. What is happening? I just can't get the cursor down. There we go. Now the cursor's back. Okay, thank you. There we go. Thank you. Now we're cooking here. All right. First of all, unpause this. I don't know why you paused it anyways. Thank you. And yes, you can install 2020 items as well. At least I'm pretty sure. Oh, let's look before I say something, and then because they're grayed out, so I'm not 100%. Let's find out. Oh, this has got to go faster here. There we go. So, I mean, yeah, you can enable them and then install them yourself. Yep, you can absolutely do that. And of course, there's some things that are going to be labeled as incompatible, but most of them are going to be usable, of course. Permanently incompatible. But yep, and then of course you can install those as you wish. Well, I mean, it'll be just like 2020. It'll have a notification saying you have certain items ready to update. There'll be a random page where it'll show the things that need to be updated and go from that. It'll be no different than it was with 2020. But yeah, I'll do some more tests with that down the road. I'm not sitting here forever. That's taking too long. So the other thing I want to check out is EFB on the after a mission, I guess, is the thing that people are saying are having issues. Sometimes when I boot in the Xbox EFB, it won't let you access the pilot map with the cursor with the controller. So I guess it's just at any point. I'll just go to a mission anyways, because I feel like I saw somebody talk about career missions, and then after you're in it, it didn't work. So we'll try it out. Because yeah, the install is very slow on the Xbox. I don't know why, but it is. Bandwidth too low. Yeah, okay. With gigabit speeds. Yeah, right. This is hardwired, right? Yeah. So there's no slow speeds, thank you. We'll probably do like an Xbox specific stream over the weekend anyways, just to kind of dive into it some more. Because it seems like everything on the Xbox version of it is running very slow. Please. So you just have to say please. And then we can also see if there's any shortage of VIP missions. No, they appear to be all over the map, at least in the US. We'll pop over to Europe. And yep, seeing VIP missions all over the place. Yeah, they're everywhere. Not seeing any issues with VIP mission spawns. Maybe I'll just make a video so I can cut out all this. God dang. Please. Let's get it rolling here. There are two types of VIP missions, yes. And after 800 plus hours of being in the sim, I certainly know that. But I can double check to see if the charter flight, the private charter and VIP... Okay, this is taking way too goddamn long. We'll just do that now, since it seems like it doesn't want to do anything. Oh. Is it... I don't know why it would be labeled differently. Can you not buy the... Where's the PC-24 on the Xbox? It's gonna restart. I don't know why the menus are so slow. But yeah, that's weird. The PC-24 wasn't listed. Did they remove it for the Xbox version? Did something go wrong with it? Because people were telling me about that with the Sim Update 2 release, too. That the Xbox version didn't have the PC-24. But yeah, those menu loads were awful. Hopefully a handy little reboot is going to help it out. Much better. That's much better. Because that other one was just like, wow, this is taking a while here. Alright, let's see. Oh, that shouldn't have mattered anyways, but... Oh, I need to go over, okay. Oh, okay, there we go. That's how you do that. No, it's still there, but... It wasn't showing up in the filter at all. Can you buy a new one? I guess we may never find out. Yeah. Cue the Jeopardy music. I knew I should have left the stream off after we had a good time. Hey, we're here. Here we go. Let's see if the PC-24 is here or not. It is not. Interesting. Okay. So it's gone on the Xbox version for some reason. So if you've been wanting the PC-24, you're gonna have to be waiting, because I think it's gone on the Sim Update 2 as well. Because like I was saying, people were bringing that up, so... I wonder why that was done. Oh. And we crashed. Alright, one more test. I want to see if the stuff was still downloading in the background. If it was, I'll turn it off and see if that helps. Because those are some long times in between menus. Because, yeah, I don't know if they were actually installing anymore, because it seems like when you leave that menu, it resets it. So it seems like it just quits doing whatever. But we'll see. Slow here? Okay, yeah, because I don't think it has anything to do with the installation going on. But we'll see. Because, see, it always resets, so it's not... I mean, it might just be updating because it is going faster, but we're going to pause it, just cancel it, cancel this. There we go. Now there's nothing downloading. Let's see if that helps. Okay. Let's see how everything goes through these menus here. Oh, there's already a VIP mission right there. Yeah. VIP, 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 and then private. So there's plenty of missions for both, as I assumed it was. So there we go. Yeah, much better. Okay, so yeah, don't mess with the game with one thing installing. It chugs the whole thing. Because that was horrendous. Much better now. So, good to know. So yeah, if you're planning on installing stuff, just let it do its thing and leave the Xbox, because you're not going to be doing much of anything else inside of the thing here. So let's try going into a mission again, and then mess with the EFB. All the information you need is right there, how to get into the Sim Update 3 beta. We did the 737 earlier. I mean, we can do it here, I guess. Well, here, let's just find a mission with it, and then I can get both of these things done in one thing here. So EFB is working here. I still can't believe how much it bogs the system down when you have some things installing. But good to know that's the reason why. So if you have a slow system too, that's probably why. So if you plan on doing that install, just have the stuff going and then just kind of let it do its thing and let it wrap it up. Because it seems like when you leave the menu and stuff anyways, it kind of resets the installation. It's a bit odd on the Xbox side of things. But still cool that the downloadability is there too on console. Oh, I noticed there's a skip button for that cutscene now too. Interesting.
Happy to be flying with you today, Captain.
Would all passengers traveling to Denver on flight CTA 6013 please have your boarding passes and passports ready?
Oops, I didn't mean to go out.
Now open for boarding at gate 148. Thank you.
Captain, Chelsea from the flight crew here. Prepped for boarding, Captain. Awaiting your orders.
So again, EFB still working like normal. Can interact with it, move the map around, click on everything.
Lincoln Ground, CTWN 32, Charlie Tango, Alpha 601 Tree. Could you please get the passengers on board?
CTWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha 601.
Oh, we're actually gonna have the boarding. They've changed this too. We'll see how it's differing from before. Maybe it's shorter now.
Lincoln Ground,
CTWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha 601 Tree.
Has the VRAM issue been improved? I don't even know what that is, to be completely honest with you, because my PC experience has been pretty smooth throughout all these playthroughs. But I mean, it still feels like every sim update's improving the performance, but yeah, I don't really know anything specifically about VRAM.
Lincoln Ground, CTWN 32 Charlie
I know that's been listed in the changelog for improvements, so...
Could you please send a catering truck?
CTWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha 601 Tree. The catering truck is on the road.
It's nice seeing all this stuff that's moving. It normally always really killed the performance, and it doesn't seem to be doing that anymore, because it was doing that on PC as well.
CTWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha 601 Tree, ready to copy IFR clearance to Denver.
CTWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha 601 Tree is cleared to Denver Airport as filed. Expect runway tree 6. Maintain
Oh, there's not a lot of people on this plane then, because you loaded this up fast.
124.0. Squawk 2144.
Hold to shut down engines. What? I'll just leave them on, thanks. Oh, can nobody get on here because I have them on? My bad. Didn't you tell me to do that? Or did I might have just done it on my own.
Cleared to Denver as filed, runway tree 6. Maintain flight level tree 60. Departure frequency.
Oh, here, we can just skip this anyways.
Squawk 214.
See if the landing gear issue still is a thing or not. They probably did, Rez. No doubt.
Lincoln Ground, CTWN 32 Charlie Tango Alpha.
PC-12 still broken.
Tree with Romeo, ready to taxi. IFR.
Still has the same pressurization issues, so I'm not going to be doing anything until that's legitimately fixed. And then the PC-24, I mean, the only issue I ever had with that was the auto throttle going up and down. I don't think that's been improved. I'll have to test it out. But yeah, there wasn't anything fixed on the PC-12, unfortunately.
Runway tree 5 cross runway. Tree 2 Foxtrot cross runway. Tree 6 Bravo. CTWN 32 Charlie Tango. Alpha 601 Tree.
By the way, I'm flying this with a controller because I don't feel like unplugging everything in order to get it working on Xbox, so this may or may not go very well. Hey, the trim's not set to an obnoxious thing. Good.
If you are seated
That's nice to see.
Carefully read the special instructions card located by your seat. A reminder that this is non-smoking flight, including the lavatories. If you have any questions, feel free to ask one of our attendants. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to direct your attention to the monitors where we'll be demonstrating.
Yeah, because I mean the PC-24 had stuff changed to it, but it wasn't anything that I really thought deemed a video for it.
Please direct your attention to the front of the cabin for an important safety demonstration. There are identified emergency exits on this aircraft. Look around and locate the exit closest to you. Should the cabin experience a sudden pressure loss,
I'm not.
masks will
We're
drop
just
down
gonna go ahead and
from
take off here.
Place the mask over your mouth and nose, then pull the strap to adjust it. If you are traveling with children, wear your own mask properly on before helping your children. In case of emergency, after the brace, message, tuck your chin onto your
I think I got cut off from downloading 154 items, but 130 are the AI traffic. Well, yeah, that's the base airline option, because that's all just, all that specifically is AI traffic and so forth.
Just like this. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord. Only when leaving the aircraft. If you need to
Oh,
refill it,
okay.
blow into
I'm right trigger. Is that not the in the world? How do you people? How does anybody fly with a controller? Is my question. I was right trigger the whole time. Like, why are we veering to the left? Goodness gracious! I don't know how anybody flies with an Xbox controller. That's just crazy. Very good. Bit the bullet and uninstall 2020. More than enough room for everything. Nice shredding. Very nice. But yeah, I'm never flying with a controller again. I thought I would give it a shot, and that's just not a thing that I want to do anymore. Oh, man. Well, alright, everybody. We've been going for over 3 hours here. I'm going to wrap it up. We will do some Xbox testing through videos and so forth as we go through the weekend and over through the week. But I have some other stuff planned as well with Sim Update 3's beta. Really awesome. I'm loving it. Obviously some things to get worked on, but that's to be expected when you're going to the first beta build. But great improvements. Downloadability is absolutely huge and a very welcome addition. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'm going to go eat some food now because I am hungry. So and Binky, no, hopefully it'll be on Steam soon. I doubt it'll take too much longer. We'll see. But hopefully not too far away. So, with that being said, thanks for watching, everybody, and I will talk to you guys next time. See ya.